My name be? I mean, there's only one good name, right? I'm like a kid in this game, right? MILF Hunter. Easy, no problem for it. What age am I? What the fuck? Under what is this? Aw, dude, I feel called out. What the hell is this? Why is this game asking my age? That's so fucking cringe, bro. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! In pretty much all forms. And this is a game that I did not expect to really like outside the gate. I'm pretty sure anyone that picks up this game doesn't really expect to enjoy it. However, it's a little different, but I wanted to talk about the Rush Duel Switch game. I have never played Switch Duels or Rush Duels before. I've heard it as a concept, but this was the first hands-on experience I've ever had with the system. And the format itself, the actual Rush Duel format, is pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie to you boys. Maybe it's just 'cause I have a bias to all Yu-Gi-Oh related video games, but this is a pretty cool concept. I think one thing that a lot of people kind of complain about when they get back into modern Yu-Gi-Oh is the game is unrecognizable to them from when they played as kids, pretty much, right? And this game's format, the Rush Duel format, is the pure raw definition of that playground Yu-Gi-Oh feel, right? Where you're kind of just making up the rules on the go. The rules are pretty wild in Rush Duels. You can summon as many monsters as you want. There's no like synchro XCs or anything like that. At least not in this video game. There's no fusion or anything like that. It's just literally what monsters you summon. And it comes down to really an attack point game. And, you know, if you have any spells or traps or any spell trap removal, very, very simplified version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And in a weird way, it was kind of refreshing just to kind of have that simplistic, you know, swing in, unga bunga, I'm bigger so I win kind of play style. Obviously, it's not something you would do like competitively or for a long time, I feel. But for all the people that are complaining about like, you know, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Being too fast, and even things like Duel Links having, you know, synchros and XCs and fusion, and it's just stuff they're not used to. This is pretty much the game that they would want to play, but don't really know about it. And that's kind of the first major problem with this game. The marketing for it just wasn't there. And I'll talk about that in a bit. But getting back to the format itself, you get to basically refresh your hand every single turn. You get maximum draw power. Every turn you just draw to maximum 5 cards. You can summon as many cards as you want, which means you can summon 3 monsters and then go for a tribute summon and just keep playing the game. There's no main phase 2, so it takes the simplified Duel Links format and makes it even more simplistic, which is pretty cool. The only difference between this and a game like Duel Links is you wouldn't really be able to transfer any of these skills to any other Yu-Gi-Oh! You wouldn't be able to play real-life Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anything like that, where I feel like Duel Links, you could take a lot of what you learn there and transfer it to like Master Duel or real life. Not so much for this game. This definitely would be just a different experience overall. As far as the marketing goes, it is crazy. And I even say it kind of when we were playing this live on Twitch, which you can, by the way, watch over at twitch.tv DLE Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll be trying to play just more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related games in general in the future, as you know, I want to branch out into multiple different Yu-Gi-Oh!, not just 2 things of Yu-Gi-Oh! This game is fully voice acted with English voice cast. And as far as I know, Konami didn't market it, and the voice actors themselves had more marketing for this game than the actual company behind it, which is wild to me. But they did a good job. The voice actors, I feel like, did a good job. Graphically, the game is on par with a game like Duel Links, which makes sense. The Switch isn't exactly, the most cutting edge technology out there. It does struggle to run mobile games. We know this. This is factual. So for them to be able to get, that much mileage out of it is, I think, good enough. Graphics in card games aren't super impressive. It's more about cleanliness of the UI, how smooth everything operates, and if you are able to put graphical fidelity like a game like Master Duel can, awesome. Otherwise, I really don't care. So it was actually kind of nice. Now, that is pretty much all of the pros, which basically comes down to the game runs, and the game has a pretty cool format. I really, really, really enjoy the format. What's not so good about the game, and probably the one glaring flaw that kind of brings down the whole experience, well, there's really two, but one that's like really, really bad, is the deck building, or lack thereof. It's a real shame. So if you have the base game and you're not updated at all, you have to beat the whole game, the whole story mode. And this is a full JRPG, which was like actually a cool concept from it, right? Because there really isn't that kind of JRPG Yu-Gi-Oh! With like Tag Force and games like that we used to get. We don't really get those games anymore as like a full standalone Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. So it was just fun kind of running around the open world, randomly dueling people, right? You kind of get into that immersion, if you will. And yeah, so it's a full RPG. So to beat the whole game, you're looking at 8, 9, 10, 11 hours to beat the game. So you can customize your deck lists. If you don't, before that, you have to use pre-built deck lists that basically you get from NPCs. You get the deck list, and then you go out and farm the individual cards. So if you're one card off, you can't play that deck. You have to commit to the deck list itself. You can't just replace it with a staple or something and then just run the deck. You have to fully farm it and then play it. After the update, you can use the Konami cheat code to allow you to build decks faster, but you still have to play a minimum of like 3 hours to get that feature unlocked. And it just blows my mind because, like this is... Imagine in a shooter, you can't choose your loadouts. In a racing game, you can't customize your car. In any other card game, you can't customize. Like, not able to customize your deck list is like a core concept of just a card game in general. And I understand they wanted to make it simpler, but all they had to do is just put the pre-built deck lists in there and then just let you build decks if you want to. I have no idea why they would hard lock you and just make it impossible not to build those deck lists. I can't wrap my mind around it whatsoever, that it has to be that restrictive. Again, any video game that just loses the core concept of one of its design choices, the whole thing pretty much falls apart. And it really does fall apart. Like, it's not fun for the first 3 hours until you're able to build your own deck. And then you could start making different, decks based on just what you like to play. And I think that's just one of the strangest choices I've ever seen when it comes to gameplay design. It's just not good. It's just that there's just no way to defend it, in my opinion. Overall, I had fun with this game. I streamed it for a little bit, and then I played the rest of it off stream. I don't think it has the actual Rush Duel story. I think it's just a spin-off story. I haven't seen Rush Duel, so I can't compare. I didn't really feel attached to any of the characters. I really can't relate to elementary level characters, so I honestly don't even remember what the story was as of the making of this video. I love the format. I think it's a cool format. I think the game is really bad, unfortunately, due to deck restrictions, and just ultimately there's not a whole lot to do outside of just dueling. It would have been cool to have like mini games and stuff like the old Tag Force games. Would I recommend this game? Not really, because it's usually like $40. If you ever see this game go on sale for like $5, I think it's pretty cool because, you know, especially if you want to get into Rush Duels, you can get into like the multiplayer and stuff, which I didn't really care enough to get into the multiplayer. But if you ever find this game on sale for like $5, consider checking it out. Just be aware that you do have to play at least 3 hours before you actually have to have real fun. I'm going to leave you guys some clips from the live stream that we did. I hope you guys enjoy. Till next time, peace out, boys.
I'm still in the fucking tutorial. Wait, so is the purple thing mean I can duel people? Is that what it is? You just build your first ever deck. I put my favorite insects in it. Do I want to duel? So we're fighting Weevil, dude. Alright, let's go.
I draw.
What in the hell is that? This looks like scuffed Duel Links. That's a pretty good way to to indicate what this game. If I had to explain this game in one word, scuffed Duel Links, dude. Alright, Dragon's Inferno, boys. Pop that back row. Boom! Get that shit out of my face. What the hell was it? What the hell is that? What in the Moki looking head ass? Huge! Wait, yo, chill. Wait, what? Wait, why are you attacking that one?
I can take more than
Heh, you fool. You've activated my trap card. Go! You thought you could defeat me, Kyle? Pathetic. Try again next year, child. Got him. Bro, you have game. Why draw 5? Okay, chill, dude. Chill the fuck out. Jesus. My character's toxic. Alright, battle position is switched. We're swinging. God damn. Alright. Alright. Hold on. Let me bring you guys in on this. Wait, is this not a thing? Wait, can you really not edit your deck under normal circumstances? Hold on here.
President, you need to beat this guy in a duel. In order to get here, you have to go through the classroom in Goha Elementary School and then just come over to the student council room. It's at the end of the classroom, okay? And then you go and you duel this
You
guy.
unlock it when you
On
beat
top
the
of
game?
This guy, you need to duel some girl called Mimi.
What?
She's number 6.
What do you mean? Editing your deck is a core concept of Yu-Gi-Oh! What do you mean, beat the game? A core concept of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game is you get to edit your deck with whatever fucking cards you want.
If you do the story mode, you'll be able to beat her after you beat some gigantic buff kid. Once you beat a gigantic buff 4th grader, you get to duel his mom. His mom is called Mimi. After you duel Mimi, you'll be able to do this this code I'm gonna teach you, okay? So in order to get a deck, you need to walk by this weird door. And then you need to make it so that your map, the map doesn't appear. Now, I've already done the code, so it's going to be there anyway. But basically, all you have to do is go into this corner, and then when your map on the top right disappears, press this combination of buttons. Up, up, down, down, left, right,
Left, right,
B, A,
This is the Konami code.
And after you do that, you will unlock... Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh my god, you have to use the Konami code to edit your deck? Are you serious?
You'll unlock the ability to create.
Bro, what is this game?
But you can only do this after you do a little bit of stuff in the game. You gotta duel this kid, which you can do anytime after the game starts, and you gotta duel Mimi, which is some really buff 4th grader's mom. And you can only do that after you get through the story mode a little bit. It's very early in the game. All you have to do is beat a couple duelists. So
how early are we talking?
Once you unlock the park after you beat Otis, I'm going to try
Who the fuck's Otis?
You beat Otis, you unlock the park, you fight 2 kids in the park that just have a purple or red symbol over their head. And then after you beat those 2 kids, a gigantic buff 4th grader challenges you to a duel. After you beat that gigantic buffed 4th grader, then his mom challenges you to a duel. You beat his mom, and then after you beat his mom, you come over here,
Bro, okay, stop. It's time for a mini Rai rants. How the fuck do you put deck building, deck editing so far into the goddamn game? That should be like the first thing you goddamn unlock. What do you mean I have to... First of all, you have to cheat. You have to put in the Konami code to edit your fucking deck. Otherwise, you have to beat the fucking game. How long is this game? How long is Rush Duel Dawn of whatever? On average, it's 10 hours to beat? So you're telling me if I don't use the Konami code, if I just didn't know that, I'd have to play for 10 fucking hours to edit my deck? What sort of sense does that make, my guy? Bro, what were they thinking?